My lovely students, welcome to Mathological. In this session, we'll be discussing some important questions for general awareness topic. Start karte hain. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel and you're liking the content, then subscribe to the channel as well as press the bell icon. So the first question, which of the following are examples of non-conventional sources of energy? Wind energy, petroleum, natural gas, and solar energy. Which of the following are examples of non-conventional sources of energy? So what should be the answer? Petroleum energy, petroleum and natural gas, these are sources of conventional sources of energy. Conventional, हमेशा से यूज होते आ रहे हैं. ठीक है. Non-conventional sources are wind energy and solar energy. Some other examples of non-conventional sources are tidal energy, harnessing the energy of tides, and bioenergy. ऑप्शन कौन कौन सा हमारा हो गया? फर्स्ट विंड एंड सोलर, फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ. ऑप्शन सी विल बी द आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज एन इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स? कैपिटल गेन्स टैक्स, गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स, वेल्थ टैक्स एंड गिफ्ट टैक्स. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज एन इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स? सो एनी इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स इज दैट टैक्स विच इज नॉट टेकन डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द पब्लिक. जो टैक्स पे कर रहा है उसे डायरेक्टली नहीं लिया जाता, इंस्टेड इट रीचेज द गवर्नमेंट इनडायरेक्टली. So that tax is called the indirect tax. For example, income tax is a direct tax. ठीक है, direct tax is paid by the taxpayer directly. For example, income tax. ठीक है, wealth tax is also direct tax. Gift tax is also direct tax. And capital gains tax is also a direct tax. Short term capital gain, long term capital gain, you have to pay the tax directly. ठीक है, only goods and services tax among the given options is an indirect tax. Okay. Other examples are like excise duty. That is an indirect tax. Okay. Customs duty, indirect tax. Entertainment tax, that is also indirect tax. अब ये सारे टैक्सेस पे तो कंज्यूमर ही करता है, बट अल्टीमेटली डायरेक्टली पे नहीं करता गवर्नमेंट को. ठीक, इनडायरेक्टली पे करता है. Okay, next question. Which of the following companies is not primarily involved in space exploration? Blue Origin, SpaceX, Tesla, and Virgin Galactic. Which is not primarily involved in space exploration? So SpaceX and Tesla, these two companies are founded by Elon Musk. And out of these, Tesla is the company that is not directly involved in space exploration. Okay? Tesla is basically a car company, automotive and clean energy company. Produces electric cars, automotive and clean energy company, Tesla is. While SpaceX is involved in space operations, in space technology. Okay? And this is also a company by Elon Musk. Blue Origin is a company by Jeff Bezos. And this is involved mainly in space travel. Similarly, Virgin Galactic is company by Richard Branson, and it is involved in development of commercial spacecrafts. ठीक है. Next question. Which is the national mission for financial inclusion to ensure access to financial services, namely a basic savings and deposit account, remittance, credit, insurance, pension in an affordable manner? So national mission for financial inclusion to ensure access to financial services, namely a basic savings and deposit account. So that answer to this question will be Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, या फिर प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना. Obviously this is जन धन योजना. Option D is the answer. Jan Dhan Yojana for financial inclusion. Okay. In comparison, Antyodaya Yojana, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, that Yojana is by, this Yojana is by Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation. Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation. And this is basically a new name or a newer version of National Urban Livelihood Mission. ठीक है, बाई मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन, फोकस ऑन अर्बन, ठीक है, नेशनल अर्बन लाइवलीहुड मिशन, एंड द पर्पस इज टू अपलिफ्ट अर्बन पुअर बाई स्किल डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है, स्किल डेवलपमेंट. In contrast, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana is doing the same thing but in rural areas, and this scheme is by Ministry of Rural Development. ठीक है, doing the same thing in rural areas and skilling rural youth. क्या है, क्लियर है? तो अंत्योदय योजना is basically implemented by Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, or Gramin Kaushal Yojana is implemented by Ministry of Rural Development, and this is the new form of NRLM, National Rural Livelihood Mission. The part of National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is Ajivika. Third part, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. As the name suggests, Gram एंड स्वरोजगार, सो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट को हेल्प करने के लिए है ये स्कीम, एंड दिस स्कीम इज ऑल्सो, क्योंकि ग्राम स्वरोजगार है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल डेवलपमेंट, टू असिस्ट इन सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट फॉर बीपीएल फैमिलीज, असिस्टेंस इन सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ओके, छोटे छोटे कनेक्शंस को याद रखोगे तो चीजें आसान हो जाएंगी. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ फंडामेंटल राइट अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? राइट टू इक्वालिटी, राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी, राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन एंड राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ फंडामेंटल राइट? यानी कि 3 तो फंडामेंटल राइट होंगे, एक नहीं है. राइट टू इक्वालिटी इज अ फंडामेंटल राइट, राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन इज ऑल्सो फंडामेंटल राइट, एंड राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज, दैट इज ऑल्सो फंडामेंटल राइट. राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी इज द आंसर because that is not a fundamental right. Okay, right to property, that is not a fundamental right. Okay, clear hai? It used to be a fundamental right, but now ceases to exist as a fundamental right, ceases to be a fundamental right after 44th constitutional amendment in 1978. Now this is not a fundamental right, only a constitutional right. The right to property is still a right, but only a constitutional right. Fundamental right nahi hai. Okay, so what are basically fundamental rights? Fundamental rights in India are enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution. Part 3 of the Constitution, dealing with Articles 12 to 35. And that guarantees civil liberties such that all Indians can lead their lives in peace and harmony as citizens of India. These rights are known as fundamental as they are the most essential for all around development, which is material, intellectual, moral and spiritual, and protected by fundamental law of the land, which is Constitution. If the rights provided by the Constitution, especially the fundamental rights, are violated, then Supreme Court and High Court can issue writs for protection of the fundamental rights under Article 32. Supreme Court issues a writ under Article 32 and High Court issues a writ under Article 226 of the Constitution, respectively directing the legislative machinery for the enforcement of fundamental rights. Or 6 fundamental rights are there. Right to equality under Article 14 to 18, right to freedom under Article 19 to 22, right against exploitation under Article 23-24, right to freedom of religion under Article 25 to 28, and cultural and education rights under Article 29 to 30, and finally right to constitutional remedies under Article 32 to 35. यहाँ पे 32 आ गया हमारा writ petition वाला article, writ issued by Supreme Court. Okay. Next question. Who among the following is the world-renowned exponent of the bamboo flute? Bamboo flute यानी क्या हुआ? This is बांसुरी only. बांसुरी. So who is the world-renowned exponent of बांसुरी? Bamboo flute? The answer to this question is Hari Prasad Chaurasia. Okay. While M.S. Subbulakshmi, Carnatic singer. She was also awarded Bharat Ratna and Raman Magsaysay Award. Ravi Shankar, sitar player. Ravi Shankar, sitar player and composer. He was also awarded Bharat Ratna. And Bismillah Khan is a Shehnai player. Ustad Bismillah Khan. So he was Ustad Bismillah Khan and Shehnai player. Next question. Which lake in India, known for its floating gardens and houseboats, is often called the Venice of the East? Dal Lake, Chilka Lake, Vembanad Lake or Pushkar Lake? So the answer should be obvious. The answer is Dal Lake in Jammu and Kashmir. And that is known for floating gardens and houseboats. Chilka Lake is a lake in Odisha. And this is a saltwater lake, largest saltwater lake in India. Vembanad Lake is a lake in Kerala. And Pushkar Lake is in Rajasthan. Next question. Where was India's first constitutional museum inaugurated recently? First constitutional museum, Indore, Jaisalmer, New Delhi or Sonipat. And this was inaugurated a few months ago only. So क्या आंसर होगा? Answer to this question is Sonipat, Haryana. In Sonipat, Haryana, in O.P. Jindal University, O.P. Jindal Global University, the first constitutional museum was inaugurated. Okay, and this was inaugurated by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. ठीक है. Because of 75 years, completion of 75 years of adoption of Indian Constitution. Adoption of Indian Constitution. Constitution Day is celebrated on 26th of November because that is the day when Constitution was adopted. Next question. Match the following acids with their respective food source. Carbonic acid, lauric acid, butyric acid and erucic acid, and food sources are mustard oil, butter, soda water and coconut milk. अब कभी भी अगर मैचिंग वाला क्वेश्चन आता है तो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट वन पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन जो कि तुम्हें पता हो जिसके बारे में. फॉर एग्जांपल, आउट ऑफ दीज द सिंपलेस्ट इज कार्बोनिक एसिड एंड सोडा वाटर. So these two are connected. A is connected with 3. अब एक ही ऑप्शन में गिवन है तो ये आंसर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, कार्बोनिक एसिड एंड सोडा वाटर. अदरवाइज ब्यूटेरिक एसिड एंड बटर, बिकॉज साइंटिफिक नेम्स है so they are somehow connected with the actual property. तो ब्यूटेरिक एसिड एंड बटर, these are also connected. C and 2. ओके, बाकियों को ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो. B and 4 यानी कि लॉरिक एसिड एंड कोकोनट मिल्क. इट इज फाउंड इन कोकोनट मिल्क एंड Uric acid, this is found in mustard oil. Okay, clear? Next question. Which of the following celebrations is dedicated to sun god and his wife Usha to thank them for sustaining life on earth and for granting wishes? कौन सा फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट करते हैं? The answer is छठ पूजा. छठ पूजा is the answer. Okay, and this is celebrated on the 6th day of month of Kartik. Madai festival is a festival celebrated by Gond tribes in Chhattisgarh, primarily in Chhattisgarh. Gond tribal festival. This is Vishwakarma Puja is celebrated by artisans and in workplaces on September 17th. Primarily by artisans and in workplaces. Because Vishwakarma was a divine architect. And Surat Sabha is Dulho ka Mela. And a 700-year-old celebration, a sabha of prospective grooms in Madhubani, Dulho ka Mela. Okay. Next question करते हैं. Who has been bestowed with the prestigious Cavalier de la Légion d'honneur, France highest civilian honor? किसको मिला है? Who has been bestowed with this particular honor? The answer is Shashi Tharoor. Option B. Okay. It is the highest civilian honor of France. This was started by Napoleon Bonaparte. Next question करते हैं. Match the following. Gross domestic product at market price, net domestic product, indirect tax. So indirect tax is a tax imposed on goods and services. So C is connected with 1. Gross domestic product at market price, this is money value of all the final goods and services produced in a domestic territory of a country in a year's time at the prevailing prices. And a net domestic product is gross domestic product less depreciation. So answer will be C1, A3, A3 and then C1. So answer will be option A, A3, B2, C1. Is this clear? Next question. Usha Kiran Khan, who passed away recently, was associated with which field? Sports, politics, literature or medicine? Usha Kiran Khan. So the answer to this question is literature. She was associated with the literature. Usha Kiran Khan. She was also awarded Padma Shri Award, Mahadevi Verma Award, which is also awarded. Mahadevi Verma Award is awarded for literature only, and Bharat Bharati Award also. ठीक है. Next question. Recently, who has been honored with a plaque at the location Jungfraujoch, renowned as the top of Europe? Now, this location Jungfraujoch, this is in Switzerland. In Switzerland. So, who was awarded there? The answer is Neeraj Chopra, the javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra. Okay. And this location, Jungfraujoch, this is basically a glacier saddle located in Switzerland. And the location also houses an astronomical observatory. There is also astronomical observatory at this location. Next question. Recently, which musician has been honored with the Lakshmi Narayan International Award? Santosh Narayan, Pyare Lal Sharma, A.R. Rahman or V.M. Bhatt? The answer to this question is Pyare Lal Sharma. अब शायद प्यारे लाल शर्मा का नाम याद ना आए, but Lakshmikant Pyarelal, Pyarelal was Pyarelal Sharma, and he was awarded with Lakshmi Narayan International Award. Okay. Next question. India's first green hydrogen fueling station has been established in which city? Leh, Indore, Jaisalmer or Chennai? The answer is Leh Ladakh, and this facility was established by NTPC in Leh. ठीक है, for emission free transport in the Leh region. Next one, Leo Varadkar, who recently announced his resignation, was the Prime Minister of which of the following countries? Now, Leo Varadkar was an Indian origin Prime Minister. And the answer to this question is for Ireland. He was the Prime Minister of Ireland. And he recently resigned from there. Okay, next question. Recently, who received the prestigious P.V. Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for his philanthropy work? The answer is Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata was awarded P.V. Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for the philanthropy. Next question. Which organization is responsible for classifying banks as domestic systematically important banks? DSIBs, DSIBs. Domestic systematically important banks. Responsible for classifying? The answer is option A, Reserve Bank of India. And these banks are basically too big to fail banks. Banks that are too big to fail. And that is because of their size, their interconnectedness, and key role in the economy. Size, interconnectedness, and key role in economy. As of now, the DSIBs banks are SBI, ICICI Bank, and HDFC Bank. ठीक है, SBI was the first bank to be classified as a DSIB bank in 2015. ICICI Bank was classified so in 2016 and HDFC Bank was classified so in 2017. Okay, ठीक है. Next question. What are the elements in group 0 commonly known as? Group 0. The elements in this group are known as inert gases, noble gases. They are so noble that they do not react. ठीक है? And because of that property, they are known as inert gases or noble gases. And since they do not react, they exist as single atoms. Examples क्या है हमारे? Because they are not undergoing, they do not undergo any reactions. And in periodic table, these are in the last column. In the last column. Examples are helium, neon, xenon, etc. ठीक है, xenon, argon. These are the examples. Okay. Clear? Next question. What kind of energy is associated with falling coconuts, speeding cars, rolling stones and flying aircrafts? So falling coconut, speeding car, rolling stones and flying aircrafts, all are moving objects basically. So the answer will be kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is associated with the falling coconuts, speeding cars and any moving objects. Next question. Match the following characteristic or other name and name of the river. Area of bad land topography. Bad land topography, Vriddh Ganga, Sangpo and Saurav Bihar, and rivers are Godavari, Brahmaputra, Kosi and Chambal. Now Saurav Bihar is connected to Kosi. Sangpo is name of Brahmaputra. Vriddh Ganga is Godavari. And area of badland topography that is connected with Chambal. ठीक है, area around Chambal, that area is area of badland topography. So answer will be A4, B1 and C2. Option D will be the answer. A4, B1, C2 and D3. Okay. ठीक है. Next question. Who invented the World Wide Web? World Wide Web was invented by which of the following? Alexander Bell, J.C.R. Licklider, Tim Berners-Lee, time नहीं Tim Berners-Lee है, and Alan Turing. And the answer is Tim Berners-Lee. ठीक है. J.C.R. Licklider, he was a psychologist and he also envisioned for computer networking. ठीक है. Envisioned for computer networking. Envisioned. Thought about it. Tim Berners-Lee is the person who invented World Wide Web. While Alan Turing is a mathematician, he was a mathematician, computer scientist as well, mathematician and computer scientist. He was instrumental in his role for development of computer science, and an important machine given by him was Turing machine during his time. Which was a model of a general purpose computer as such. Okay, because he was also a crypto analyst. You can know about him, a very important personality, in a movie that is Imitation Game, The Imitation Game. You can watch that movie for knowing his role in Second World War. एलन ट्यूरिंग का रोल, क्या रोल था उसका. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं. What is the name of the portal launched by Ministry of Labour and Employment for a national database of unorganized workers? E-Umang, E-Rozgar, E-Gyan or E-Shram? What is the name of the portal? Answer to this is E-Shram. E-Shram is the portal with national database of unorganized workers. Okay. Well, E-Umang जैसा तो कुछ भी नहीं है, but Umang is there. Umang, and Umang is unified mobile application for new age governance. In short, Umang. And this is an initiative by Digital India initiative of Ministry of Information, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY. And this gives you access to all the central and state government services. State and central government services. Okay. E-Rozgar is basically a portal of Rajasthan. Portal developed by Rajasthan government for education purposes. And E-Shram के बारे में तो बात ही कर लिया हमने, ठीक है. E-Gyan is not as such any portal. ज्ञान कोश is a portal और similar name के काफ़ी सारे और अलग portal हैं, but E-Gyan is not a portal as such. ठीक है, चलो इतना ही रखते हैं इस सेशन में. These are all the questions from GK in this session. और नेक्स्ट सेशन में वी डूइंग सम मोर क्वेश्चंस. आई बिलीव सेशन में जो भी डिस्कस किया वो समझ में आएगा और सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस और क्वेश्चंस करेंगे नेक्स्ट सेशन में. एंड इफ देयर इज एनी फीडबैक, गिव दैट फीडबैक इन कमेंट्स. एंड इफ यू लाइक द सेशन, देन मेक श्योर यू हिट द लाइक बटन एज वेल. एंड इफ यू नॉट ऑलरेडी सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. That's all for this session. Bye bye. Take care and keep learning.